Hi, everybody. Thanks for dropping in. Tony's LPSRUS. Today, I have a concept video that I'd like to share with you guys. I was thinking, there's not too many triple albums anymore being produced. There's the compilations, there's the box sets that have 3 or 4 albums, but the original triple album concept, I think, has just vanished. I don't know of any new artists that are doing triple OPs. You'll see triple CDs. It's much cheaper to duplicate a triple CD than a full-scale album with triple trifold or inside a box. So I'm going to show you some of my original OGs from the old days and talk a little bit about that. So have a cup of tea here. Cheers. A recent one is the last triple album I know about that's a man from my generation. Was Bob Dylan put out Triplicate a few years ago. And this is basically his Sinatra songbook, the Songbook of America. Here he does songs that Sinatra's done, Tony Bennett, Nat King Cole, Dean Martin, I'm sure, all the classics. And this is Triplicate. And this is produced by Jack Frost, who is Bob Dylan. This was originally $69. I've seen it much less now. This is Triplicate, and I believe this was based on Frank Sinatra's Trilogy, which I'm going to show. That was a triple album from the 80s that Sinatra put out. Sinatra's only triple original release, and that's Bob Dylan. These aren't in any order. Some of them I will talk about, some I'm just going to show. The first rock Triplicate album, triple LP album, that I know about is Woodstock from the motion picture soundtrack. And this was on Cotillion. This is a triple, certified gold at the time. And you could see here, it's got the triple gatefold, some photos from the film. That's a shot from the stage. I believe this was the first. This was released in 70. It's Atlantic. This is a Cotillion release. The second, I believe, triple album was George Harrison's All Things Must Pass, and that's actually in a box. As you know, this came with a poster, and this is in really nice condition. This is on Apple. I'll show you that. Here's the inner sleeves. They're multicolored with lyrics, credits. Here's the famous poster that you'll see hanging in record shops across the country up on the wall. Size poster of the man himself. This was never hung. This has been in the box. Here's the third sleeve. And here's one of the LPs. Brown Apple. And here's the Apple Jam, which was the third LP of just the guys fooling around. I believe Zappa's on this. And these are in really nice shape, as you can see. So that, I believe, is the second triple album, 1970. Ironically, he also had another triple album, which is Harrison, and that's the Concert for Bangladesh, the charity, first big charity concert, charity album. And that's that. That has a booklet inside. Here's one of the albums there. This is a triple. And it has a very nice booklet. And this sounds pretty good. Everybody's on here. As you can see, the booklet is really nice. Heavy paper, heavy glossy paper. So if you don't have this, it's been reissued 1,000,000 times. This is an OG, and these are still available online. So that's another triple from George. But that's a box. The rest of the triples I'm going to show you are trifolds or double albums that the records slide into. One of the classics is Yes Songs, a Roger Dean cover. And that's a triplicate with the artwork. Actually, it opens like an accordion. And I believe this probably has a booklet as well in here, but it has, let's see, I'll show you one of the albums. This is Atlantic. So that's a classic, I would say a quad fold. Here's another classic. This is on Green Wonder. All you deadheads know this one. Europe 72. This has just been reissued on colored vinyl. And here's the pullout. White inner. And here's the booklet. You don't see this too often. If you do find these original, really nice little booklet. So this is a Green Warner. They sound great. They're desirable. One of my favorite triple albums I bought years ago, which are very expensive, was a Japanese company, but this is a Dutch pressing, Lotus Santana. This is highly recommended. This is a live recording in, I believe, what's that? What famous theater in Japan? Can't think of the name right now. Budokan. It's I believe Budokan, and it comes with a booklet with lyrics. And like I said, this is a Tokyo company, Sony from Japan. And this is a beautiful trifold. This sounds exceptional. This is a audiophile quality record. I highly recommend you pick that up if you can find it. The next one is a compilation. It's a triple. Motown was putting these out. This is Looking Back, Stevie Wonder. That's a triple. And here we have a 3 set of the Beatles anthology. 3 records, each one a triple record. These are exceptional. These were before the Giles Martin reissues. I believe he worked on these. This was actually worked on by George Martin. And these are outtakes throughout their history. To see that the first one even has a lot of stuff with Pete Best in the band. These are beautiful. The sound quality is excellent. All right, these rival the box sets that were just released. And Apple label. And this is the last one. This is volume 3 of the three record sets. This, I believe, is volume 1. I'll show you this. Great liner notes, just a very high glossy paper. Anthology 1. I originally had the CDs, and then I was able to pick up the albums. Very, very, very nice. Very highly recommend it. And here's the second. And George, Ringo, and Paul actually contributed to these, and Yoko at the time, as you can see, really. And there's a booklet too. These are really nice. These are triples. They're not from the era that I'm talking about triples. They're later on. I believe these were in the 90s. Here's a Marvin Gaye compilation. Really nice. It's got some great photos through his career. And this is the biggest selling, from my research, the biggest selling triple album of all time. Paul's Wings Over America, triple set. This is the Japanese pressing. I also have the original, and I also have the Paul's reissue on his archive series, which is very nice. I still prefer the original. This and this Japanese and the original are really close. Here's one of the inners. And you have a double, and the records, 2 records slide in 1, and this slides in 2. And this also comes with a poster. And here we have another compilation for Motown, Diana Ross and the Supremes, their entire career up to a point, of course. Really, really well done. Nice sounding record. So out of the millions and millions of records that were manufactured, just a small fraction are triples. If you went to the internet, you'll see a list. Some of them, some of the albums that they list are wrong. They're actually double albums. So you really have to research that particular record to see if it's truly a triple. But out of the millions of records produced in the last 40, 50 years, a handful, basically, a grain of sand, were actually triple albums. Here's a great one, another concert, No Nukes. This is a triple on a gatefold that has 2 albums in one side, 1 album in the other. This also comes with a book and really nice liner notes on the inner sleeve. Let me see the label there. That's on the Asylum label. I believe there's a booklet. I could be wrong. Yeah, here's the booklet. Of course, it's a great Bruce Springsteen Devil with the Blue Dress medley on here. And a great River version of the River live. And this has everybody: Doobies, Jackson Browne, Crosby, Stills and Nash, James Taylor, Springsteen and the E Street, Carly Simon, Graham Nash, Bonnie Raitt, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Radio, Nicolette Larson, Poco, Chaka Khan, Ry Cooder, John Hall, Jesse Colin Young, Gil Scott-Heron, and Sweet Honey in the Rock. And the booklet is really nice. If you could pick this up. These are too expensive. Here we have a classic, which a lot of people have known about, is Neil Young's Decade. It's amazing what he did in 10 years. And this is a gatefold with a fold out, I believe. So this is really nice. You can find these. That's another classic triple. And the last one, but a classic, and a really, if you get the Atlantic, the 10 Atlantic label, I believe, this sounds superb. This is an audiophile record. Will the Circle Be Unbroken, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, with a bunch of great artists. Roy Acuff, Doc Watson, Merle Travis, Vassar Clements. This is really good. This is a triple, and it has a special sleeving inner that slides through. So it's 3 records with inner sleeves. But this sounds really well. Let me see what pressing this is. Here's the custom inners. Yeah, this is the pressing, the Tan UA, which I like the best. Just superb. It just the vocals just pop. It was recorded. Usually these were all recorded live with one or two takes. So you're going to get a spontaneity and a classic sound and a articulate, organic sound stage. That's just it's one of my favorite. I consider it a live album. So that's the bunch I picked out. There's another one I wasn't able to locate, but that's Emerson, Lake and Palmer, which is the live triple Welcome Back, My Friends, to the Show That Never Ends, which was recorded. I believe some of it was recorded in New York. I'm not certain on that, but that's somewhere in the archives. I have to locate that. That's another original triple. Like I said, there's not too many. So I was fortunate to have these in collection. When I picked out the list of triples, I want to do that. Also, I was mentioning the Frank Sinatra Trilogy album, which I showed in a previous video. That is a triple album, and that was in the 80s. And what I'm going to do now is my pick for OG pressing that has great audiophile sound, and that's this classic by Elvis Costello of the Attractions, right there. Blood and Chocolate. This has the original hype sticker. This is from Crazy Eddie's, which was a New York-based, New Jersey record store. This is produced by Nick Lowe and Colin Fairley. And this is just a fabulous sounding record. It's very spooky. It's got great lyrics, great sound. The Attractions are on top of their game. And I'll show you the original inner. This is in the original shrink. Here's the original inner with lyrics and credits. And it's on Columbia. And let me sit there. It's the red Columbia record. You can't really see it with the light, but it's that. And that is, I believe, the maybe 81, 82. I'm not quite certain. But that's a classic record that just, if you can pick it up, not too many people note these when they talk about Elvis, but this is really cool. It has the original barcode. It's the original press. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this segment of triple albums. Like I said, they're rare today. Usually you'll see compilations, triple. You'll see a lot of triple CDs, actually. They're cheaper to make, obviously. And you'll see a lot of box sets that are 3 records in a box. But the original trifold with a booklet, they've become a thing of the past. And if anybody knows of some newer ones, some new bands I'm not aware of, please write down in the comments. I'll try to check them out. And thanks again. I hope you enjoyed this segment. Keep rocking. Tony's LPSRUS out, and just stay safe. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Thank you.